All right, good evening, everybody. We call the meeting to order. It's 6:12 p.m. My name is Adem Bree. I'm the chair of the License and Permits Committee meeting. It's 6:12 p.m. on June 15th, 2023. All right, I'm just going to go through ground rules really quickly. No one may speak until granted the floor. CB11 members, if you have a question about board business or wish to make a motion, please raise your hand through Zoom. If you click the participants icon, the participants panel should appear and you should find the raise hand function there. If you still have technical difficulty, you may click the chat icon and relay your difficulty to the staff. The chat function should not be used for CB11 business or questions about agenda topics. All such remarks should be made on the record by raising your hand and speaking through Zoom. Chat should only be used to alert us to any technical difficulties you're having or state in writing information like an email address that was already stated aloud on the record during the meeting. Please keep your questions and comments succinct and germane to the discussion. Members of the public, if you have a question or comment about the subjects on the agenda, please raise your hand through Zoom and wait to be recognized. All right, so I already called the meeting to order. Marlene, if you could take the roll and then we'll move on.
Adem Briha,
Present.
Carlos Diaz. Rosa Diaz is excused for this meeting. Angela Donadell.
Present.
Judith Fabraro. Wanda Hopkins.
Present.
Eugene Rodriguez.
I'm gonna come here from now on.
Eugene Rodriguez.
I'm gonna come here from now on.
He's saying present. I don't think we can hear him, but he put his hand up.
Thank you. And Jordan Wright. You have a quorum, Adem.
All right, thank you. All right, so with that being said, if I don't see any objections, we will adopt the agenda. All right, seeing no objections, the agenda is adopted. Okay. No announcements. So does anyone have an announcement? Nope. Okay, no informational updates. I don't see any hands. Next slide, please. All right, because it wasn't really an informational update. Before we start, I'm gonna do this for this to try to save us time in the long run. I'm gonna say this now. This is the second meeting we've had this month, as the committee members know. Normally, we request documents to be submitted a week before our meeting that meets the first Wednesday of the month. Everybody that's an applicant tonight has had up, Marlene, correct me if I'm wrong, up until noon today to submit all their documents.
Yes.
So being that people have had roughly 3 extra weeks to submit documents than normal, I personally, and as the chair of this committee, am recommending that we make no conditional motions tonight. If they are missing documents, they are getting denied. If they want to, and we're not having another meeting, this committee, till September. If they're missing documents, I believe they've made aware, but I will say it now for everyone who's on here. You are welcome to reach out to the board and see if you can be added to this month's executive agenda or full board agenda. But that decision will be made by the chair of this board, Xavier Santiago. So again, this is the last opportunity to be seen and be approved by this committee until we meet again in September. Now, if committee members, because I don't want there to be any issues, if you want to go ahead and make a conditional motion, that is still your prerogative. But seeing how everyone had 3 extra weeks, that's just my recommendation as the chair to try to move things along and keep some semblance of rules within this committee. With that being said, then we're going, do I have any questions to what I said or comments? Okay. All right. So then with that being said, we're going to start with our liquor licenses. And number 1 is Legionnaire Tropical and Grill Corp. Corporate change for application for a wine, beer, cider license for restaurant at 172 East 103rd Street on 3rd Avenue. Is the applicant present?
Yes.
Okay, excuse me, 1 second. Marlene, do they have all their documents? Because it's a corporate change, but I looked through the Airtable and I did not see, from what I could see, the stipulation form or the 7-day post. Did they submit those? And
Nothing was submitted.
Nothing was submitted. Well, then I'll recognize you to speak, but you don't have all your documents and this committee is not meeting again. So, I mean, go ahead and speak, but try to keep it brief.
My father has accountants send the documents.
Your father had the accountants. Who did the accountant send the documents to?
To 1 second. Applications at CB11M.org.
Marlene,
I didn't
when,
get anything.
when did your father send this?
Cuando fue que lo mandaste? Sí. Today.
What time?
¿Qué hora? Before 10.
Give Marlene a second to double check because she's the one that sees that, but as far as
I'm
she's
going
saying.
to double check. I just recently looked at my email, like.
No, take your
an
time.
hour,
No,
but
no problem.
I'm gonna stop. I have to stop sharing my screen, but
That's
to give
fine. We're,
this applicant a chance, I will look again.
okay, so while Marlene is looking, since you're on, do you have anything you'd like to share in the meantime? So we can do that part now. Hello?
He just sent this at 5:59 PM, but to give him a chance, that's why I didn't see it, because it just went in my
Well,
inbox
yeah, because it send it when the
a
meeting.
minute before the meeting.
I mean, come
So-
on.
That was me personally to send the one, but he had his accountant send the other documents.
Okay, I don't have anything from your father, sir.
Continue now.
I'm not saying, I'm not confirming or denying that he did it, but maybe his accountant didn't send it to the right place. Because we don't have anything from your father from an accountant. We have the posting. The posting is what I'm looking at.
Did we have a questionnaire? I thought I saw one. I could be wrong. When I looked at the Airtable.
No, we don't have anything from this applicant besides the
Oh.
30-day notice.
Okay, so we have a 30-day notice and now.
And
you
I
said-
will, so you can see it, and then I'll put it in the Airtable now, so you.
And
can
I
see it.
take your word for it, but yes, thank you.
No problem. I'll do it so the committee can see it. No problem. I also just want to give these applicants a chance, since this is your last meeting.
If they had everything in, I would consider it. I know we said noon, but I'm not, if somebody sent it in at 3 and we haven't, we could look at it, that's fine. But if we don't have it and we can't look at it.
Yeah, I make a motion to deny.
Okay, I'm gonna recognize your motion in a second. Just, I want to see if what Marlene has, but it doesn't sound like she has everything. Marlene,
No, I just see the,
you-
I just have
you
the.
just have a posting?
Yes,
Then they don't have everything, even if you
No.
share that with us, correct? Okay, Carlos, you can go ahead and I'll recognize your motion. Carlos made a motion to,
deny.
okay, Eugene, are you seconding that? All right, thank you. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
okay, hold on. I was in another screen.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, again, when I say it to you, take all the time you need.
So Carlos denied,
President,
Eugene
deny.
second for a denial.
Yes.
Okay. Adem Brija,
I approve the denial, yes.
yes. Carlos Diaz,
Deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
Eugene Rodriguez. Eugene Rodriguez,
Deny.
We heard you, thank you.
motion carries to deny.
Okay, to the applicant, and I'm going to say this after each one. I recommend, and you still have the opportunity to reach out to the board. You can, wherever you've been sending your documents, email, and request to see if you could be added to the executive agenda or the full board agenda for this month. If you have all your documents in, but that decision, those agendas are, as I said in the beginning of the meeting, are crafted by our chair, Xavier Santiago. So if he decides to recognize you, you may still be able to get this in time, but that is the position of this committee. With that being said, we're going to move to number 2. Forgive me, I pronounced this wrong. La Castaneda Deli Inc., new application for a beer and cider license for a restaurant located at 2301 First Avenue on 118th Street. Marlene, before, I know the rep, I think, is here. Do they have everything? I just want to double confirm with you.
Yes.
Okay, they have everything. Okay,
They have
great.
everything. This was a holdover from your last
They're
meeting.
the
on
ones with the
11.
3311.
Yes, and the
Okay.
rep wasn't here to speak to the 3311s, and because it's a new, no one showed up. So the committee tabled it to give them a chance to speak at this meeting.
Okay, yeah, I saw that and I watched some of it, so thank you for that. Okay, so now that the rep is here, since we have a packed agenda, our main concern here is the 3311s. I know this is a new application for a beer and cider license. Is this business new to this location? Or has this business been there and is now just looking for a beer and cider license? And just tell us a little bit about your history at that location and, you know, why you think these 311s have happened and what you're doing to remedy the situation.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Ellen from ABC License. La Costanita Deli, they were there, they've been operating for past 3 years during the pandemic. They weren't doing so well. That's why they weren't sure if they were going to stay open or not. And they made it through, and now they wish to continue the operation, but they're going to need the beer and wine because they're more and more, it's not a restaurant, it's more of a delicatessen, a deli with seating area. And they have Mexican food. They do have some groceries, and they have chips, candy, soda. The owner, I asked Ms. Rosillo to join in. I think she's working. We did confirm twice that she would join in.
Well, okay, because Mike, you know, she does not have to be on if
Okay. So
but then you're gonna have to be able to know something about the history of these 311s and what's been done. Are they doing soundproof? If you don't have the answers to those questions, then somebody that does have them would need to be on.
I'm not aware of any 311. So if you, I wasn't informed about this 311 calls. I'm assuming it's.
So there have been, so what I believe, and Marlene, as always, correct me if I'm wrong, we usually look at the previous 2 years for the applicant's location. And generally speaking, if it's just a handful of 311s or a few, we'll request someone to come in, but it's not really a big deal. This location has had 30 311s. They all appear to be for noise complaints, for loud music and party, pretty much all of them. A couple say car, truck music and loud television. That's like 2 of them. So maybe those 2 might not have been from there, but the other 28 seem to be store commercial, loud music. And there have been 30 of them in the past 2 years. There's been one as recent as May 4th. I don't know how often this is updated, but so there haven't been a ton recently, but it does seem like almost at least every month there is a 311 call for this. I don't know if that's Eugene or Carlos. Go ahead. Can't hear you guys. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You're coming in like very choppy.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, that's a deli. That's not a restaurant. So
No,
I
that
don't understand-
yeah.
I don't understand why they keep doing
Because I believe they have a few tables for sit down, and she said, I'm just telling you what she said. And she said that they were struggling during the pandemic and they now think that this is necessary in order to keep them in business. To the rep, am I correct in what I?
Yes. And they
Okay.
have 3 tables and 6 seats. They're more of a deli, not a restaurant, and they don't have music. So it might be from another business that's right near them. And they close at 10 o'clock. Operating hours.
I'm not aware of, I live right down the block from there and I could be
Yes.
wrong. I'm not aware of any restaurants that are on that block. So it would, yeah, so it could be not coming from them, but if you're saying that that's going to come from a restaurant, I don't think there is a restaurant. They're what, on 118th and 119th and First? I think.
Okay, because they don't have music, so this is something new.
Okay, well, give me 1 second to,
Yes.
you just said, because we can check something. Give me 1 second. In the meantime, Wanda, I saw your hand up. I don't know if you still have a question.
No, no question.
Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. It's a little difficult, but to the thing about music, I'm just checking something. Give me 1 second, please. Marlene, sorry to
Yes.
bother you. On their questionnaire, I'm trying to look through it. Or on their, does it say they have any kind of music, recorded music? Yeah, they do.
We did
Okay.
write down recorded music. I figured later on when they have diners eating and sit down, recorded music, a background recorded music from the radio, but not with the amplifier where it's gonna bother the neighbors. To the volume where the neighbors have to call 311.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
It's a deli, right? And I
Yes.
think Eugene, correct me if I'm wrong, but the concern sometimes with smaller deli locations, when you give them a liquor license, is there's not enough room for people to sit inside. And then sometimes the drinking spills to people going outside and drinking. Is that a possibility? And then people are playing music outside and hanging out outside the place. Are you aware? I mean, but the problem is you weren't even aware of these 311s. You didn't know about them. So I'm not sure if you can answer these questions, right? You don't know the day-to-day operation there, do you?
Day-to-day, I was told, because I met the applicants one time, and it was my colleague who communicated with them, but it's a husband and wife team. It's a small Mexican deli.
No, I know what it is.
Yes,
I
I mean,
live down the block from it, but you know, so I know what it is. Well, I know what it was. I know, I don't know what they're trying to be, but you know, the problem is they have 311s and there are questions that get asked regarding those. And then the only way that can really be a conversation is if somebody on the other end has answers to that. So with that being said, Eugene or Carlos, whoever it is, go ahead. Carlos, I can't hear you. I don't know if you guys got to get closer to the mic, but still can't hear you. Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you. Sorry. Yeah. I wish I could read your lips, but I can't. It's all right. It's okay. If you guys can comment, I still can't hear you, but keep trying. Angela, Wanda, you guys have any comments, questions? Okay, I mean, to the rep, I hear what you're saying. At the same time, I'm not going to continue to ask these questions or whatever, because I don't know, and it's, you know, I'm not blaming you or whatever, but you don't have maybe the ability to answer the questions as detailed as somebody who is running the day-to-day operation. So with that being said, if there are no questions, comments, or concerns, they have everything in, but they have 311s. And I don't know if you guys feel comfortable with what we've been told tonight, but does somebody want to make a motion? Angela.
No, I have a question. Can they be tabled or for them to go to executive and then make sure they have the representative? Because it seems to me it's a deli. I have this feeling that the 311s are not theirs. I really feel that maybe it's just that people are hanging out around them and that's the location where they are.
And I said that was a possibility as well. I agree with you. So
Yeah.
what I also said in the beginning of the meeting, and look, it's your call to make. This has been 3 weeks. They were on the agenda a week ago. I'm not saying they can't go to executive. I'm just saying that I was of the mind that we weren't going to be sending people to other committees this month, being that there have been 3 extra weeks there. But if you want to make that motion, you are welcome to. I'm just reminding you about the circumstances we're in this month and about tabling things and everything. What I will tell them, as I told the previous applicant, they're welcome to reach out to the board themselves and see if the executive or full board want to add them to the agenda. But if you want to make that motion tonight, you can do that as well. That's up to you.
Okay. But if
So
we
you-
deny the application, can they then go?
Oh,
Still,
Marlene, if we deny it, they can still go to full board executive, right?
If it's a full denial from this committee, then they would have to re-notify the board.
Okay.
okay. So I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Because what it means is, if you do a full denial, then that would go to full board's agenda, and then the board will vote on it. It wouldn't go to executive. It'll then just move from executive, because it's already been vetted right here. There's no point for it to go to executive to be ratified, to be vetted by the executive
So
committee.
like the number one we just voted on, I know I told them that they can't really go to executive this month, right? Because we denied them.
You denied them, yes, so a decision was made
Okay.
here. So then
Got
they would go to full board, and then that decision would be made at full board. And if the decision to the ratification is
Hi.
not to uphold the
Joy,
decision of the
and I need
committee.
to ask you about the.
Okay, so then let me ask you a question, Marlene. Let's say we deny them tonight.
Yeah.
They go to full board and they bring all their documents to full board. And then the board decides to vote this down. They could then get approved, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so there is still recourse for anyone who does get denied tonight. But Angela, I'll leave that up to you. You know, it's more of my.
Madison Avenue and East 28th Street.
As long as they,
Okay, Angela, hold on.
as
We have
long
another.
as,
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
okay, I'm sorry, because I thought like you froze on me, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna come back to you if you want to make a motion, but I think Wanda has something to say.
No, I was just gonna second.
Okay, well, I don't know that there's an actual motion. Angela, make
So I'm
the
gonna
motion.
put the motion on the floor to deny this application.
Okay, so there's a motion to deny. Wanda, are you seconding
I'll
that?
second it. Yes.
Okay, so that's been seconded by Wanda. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Adem Briha,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz. I can't hear anything Carlos is saying.
Can they, since it's all being recorded, can we just have them put their hands up? Like,
Yes, fine.
hand up, thumbs up, deny, thumbs down, go ahead, all right? So Carlos, if it's thumbs up, you're denying because you're in support of it. Thumbs up or down? Or can they not even hear me now? Carlos, we can't hear you. If you can hear me, when we take the motions, if you're in favor of the motion, put a thumbs up. If you're against the motion, thumbs down. So you're not for denying this application, correct? Okay, so thumbs up, so deny. Okay, so Marlene, no, it's okay. I know it's confusing. Marlene, Carlos is a deny.
Sure. Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
Eugene Rodriguez,
Okay, thumbs up, he's a deny.
okay, the motion carries to deny.
All right, so to the rep, look, this is my suggestion. We've denied you as a committee, and we've denied you because the applicant was not here to answer questions. My recommendation is, and give me a second, because I'm going to say this.
I just called and she's trying to log in with her daughter who's gonna translate.
It's too late. We've already.
It's okay,
taken-
because we called her twice this
No,
afternoon.
no, but what I'm going to,
I understand.
it's too late tonight.
Yes,
It might
I
not be,
understand.
no, but it might not be, just hear me out. It might not be too late for the month. Our full board, which is the full community board, where this decision gets voted on then and ratified or can be overturned by the full board, meets this month, Tuesday, the 27th at 6:30 PM. I can't tell you what portion of the meeting this will happen in. It'll probably be towards the end. If you can reach out to the board, you can reach out to Marlene. She will let our chair know that if you wish to have them come that night, they might, if he's willing to have them heard and they can answer these questions, that then this decision might be overturned and they may be approved. In which case then nothing, you would still be on the same track to get your application in the same amount of time. So is my recommendation that you send that email out, if not tonight, tomorrow to the board requesting if you can be heard that night to see if you could have this overturned. Whether that you're granted that or not is not my call, but that's my advice. And if they do, then I recommend you have the applicant, and if she needs a translator, that they are on that night. And then it's possible that if they can answer the questions and it's sufficient and the board feels comfortable, then what they will do is they will they will vote down our decision here tonight, and there could be a new motion then to approve this. Is that clear?
Yes. Got it.
Okay, thank you. All right, then, have a good night.
I'm sorry. I'm
Judith,
really.
No problem. Glad to
I'm
have
really
you.
late because I was just finishing up another meeting that I had.
No worries. You're here now, so we're not that far along. We're going to number 3 right
Which
now.
one are we up to?
We're going to we just finished 2, we're going to 3 for liquor license.
Oh, okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
and-
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I had 2 meetings and I was
Don't worry
just,
about it. Next
Okay.
slide, please. All right. So we are on number 3, 1567 Lex Cafe Corp. Doing business as BFFE's Kitchen renewal application for a wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant located at 1567 Lexington Avenue. Marlene, can you confirm if they do or don't have all their documents?
They are missing
No.
their stipulation form.
Okay, are they on here tonight?
I don't think they're on.
Okay, so number 3 is missing their stipulation and they aren't on. Then do we have a motion?
Transfers available to the 4, 5, 6, 7 and next train.
If you're not
Metro
speaking,
North,
please mute yourself.
BSN 10,
At the same
BSN
time,
18.
okay, Angela,
That's why I did it back, a motion to deny the application.
all right, there's a motion to deny by Angela. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, seconded by Judith.
Aye.
Marlene, if you could take the roll.
That was Judith that seconded this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's me. I'm sorry I was late. I'm really sorry.
Adem Brija,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz,
Well, let me see if I can get him on my screen. Carlos, thumbs up or down? Thumbs up is deny. Okay, Carlos is a deny.
Deny.
and Angie, thank you. Judith Ferraro,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Okay, Eugene denied. That was a thumbs up.
Okay, motion carries to deny.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and that was a new.
Okay, number 4 is Best Lexington Avenue Pizza Corp. Doing business as Quecha Nostra renewal application for wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant located at 1634 Lexington Avenue on 103rd Street. Marlene, all the documents, or are they missing anything?
No, they have everything.
Okay, and they're not here, right?
No, they're not required to
Okay.
be here. They
No,
don't
no, I
need
know,
to.
but I just, in case they were. Okay, it's a renewal. There's no 3-1s. They have everything. Wanda, is that a motion to approve? I can't hear you,
Yes, it
Wanda.
is.
Okay, thank you, Wanda.
Yes, it is.
So Wanda's made a
You're welcome.
motion to approve. Angela? Is that a second?
Second.
Seconded by Angela. Marlene, if you could take the roll?
Adem Brija,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
No, this is to approve, Carlos. They have everything. So thumbs up if you're approving it. Okay, thumbs up. Good. Carlos approves.
Angela Donadell,
Approve.
Judith Ferraro,
I'm
Judith?
sorry, I'm barking. But is this Biffy's Kitchen?
No. We already denied that. We're on Best Lexington Pizza. They have everything. Their renewal. So do you approve?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. Okay. Yeah, I approve. I
Okay,
approve.
thank you.
I'm sorry, dog is barking. I have
No
to
problem.
mute.
Just mute yourself when you're not talking. That's all that matters. Okay, thank you.
Wanda Hopkins,
Approve.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes. That was a fast thumbs up. Thank you.
Okay, motion to approve carries.
All right, thank you. We're on number 5. Okay, number 5, Earl's Beer and Cheese renewal application for wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant located at 1259 Park Avenue on 97th Street. Before they do have, I think, 15 311s. Before that, Marlene, besides the 311s, is everything in?
Everything's in.
Okay, is the applicant present?
Yes.
All right, so to the applicant, the floor is yours. Really just discuss the 311s. Since you're renewal, we don't really need to hear about anything else.
So we have an outdoor deck that we put up, I want to say during COVID. So there's music obviously going out there, which we've changed like in the last 2 months. Like we took out speakers. We've even shut the deck down at 10 instead of like when we close usually at 12, but we'll shut the deck down at 10. But also we share a deck with a bar also right next to us called the Guthrie Inn. So they also have customers out there as well. So it's kind of hard to kind of like pull everybody, like pull all our customers inside, but like we're doing the best we can to just like take the speakers out and like just turn down the music at like around 10. And yeah, and shit, I haven't heard anything like anything recently. Like I gave all the neighbors our contact info, the numbers, just in case like if it's too loud, they can always call and be like, hey, you guys like turn it down or like, yeah, but we just try to like pull as much, like take as much sound out from outside and also inside as we possibly can. Enough that like our customers can start to like hear some of the music and kind of still create like.
Okay, I mean, thank you for that. I'm gonna see if anyone has questions. I'm actually going to, I believe what you're saying, because if you look at, I don't know if everyone, we had it all emailed to us, but if you look at their 311s, they've only had 1 311 in 2023 on May 9th. Aside from that, the next one was on October 27th of 2022. So that's like, what is it? 7 months they've had 1 311. So if they have taken measures based off of the record, it looks like whatever they've been doing is definitely working. So thank you for that. But that's my feeling. Does anyone here have any other questions, comments, or concerns? All right, so Judith and then Wanda.
Okay, hi. I'm sure that you recall this, Adam. Is this the place that want to have at one time the bear garden?
Well, you said they have an
Yeah.
outdoor deck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the beer garden was like.
And then we went to look and saw like there was a lot of residents in the back there.
Wasn't this
and
where Jules, isn't this the Lexington
Yeah.
Avenue?
Yes,
But
yes,
we don't have,
yes,
we don't
yes,
have that back
yes,
space
yes.
anymore.
Hold on,
So
go ahead, thank you. You don't have that space anymore?
no, we don't have that space.
No.
So they got denied for it like years ago for the outdoor space in the back. So it's supposed to be a beer garden. This is before I started managing the place, maybe like 4 years
Right.
ago. They're supposed to have.
See, I
like,
remember. I have a good memory.
Yeah.
Judith, just let him finish. I want to hear, so where is the space now? Outside on the side?
Yeah, like the sidewalk, like
Oh,
most of the
so it's a
restaurants.
sidewalk cafe.
Yeah, but it was like they were trying to get like a beer garden like years ago, maybe 4 years ago, but they got denied. There's no beer garden. It's just a deck, like again, and we share it with 2 bars, like a Jamaican restaurant and also the Guthrie Inn.
No, yeah, I'm familiar with all those locations. So what you have right now is no backyard. It's just
no backyard. It's residents back there. We don't. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, the reason I mentioned that, since I recall that, is because they said in the back. You said in the back, so I was thinking of the big garden.
Yeah,
Now
I might
you
have just
say
been
it's
misspeaking. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said you have it's in the sidewalk in the front, right?
Yeah. Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
You're breaking up, Judith.
Oh, do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, so you said you have it in the now on the sidewalk?
They just have a
it-
sidewalk cafe now. It's like a deck out in the front.
Like a little deck sidewalk cafe that we share
Okay.
with 2 other bars, like another bar and another
Okay,
like
all right.
restaurant.
So the reason I'm asking that is because on your 30-day notice, it says none instead of where it should be marked sidewalk cafe.
Maybe it was an error, but like, because we share the outdoor deck with with like another bar that they also built. So like, it's like connected. So maybe it just was an error on the actual
Hold
thing. Like
on,
we were behind on something.
I'm looking at that myself right now because I want to see something. Okay, well, because it says licensed outdoor area, I don't think they went to DCAS and got a sidewalk cafe permit. I think what they have outside right now is what a lot of places still have, which is these sheds and stuff from COVID.
Yeah, it's from COVID. It's from
So
COVID.
then what they actually, if that's the case, they technically answered correctly because it isn't really licensed, so to speak. You know what I mean, Judith?
Right.
Okay, so.
But you know, I check everything.
oh,
I'm
I know.
sorry, I check.
No, it's fine, but I actually think it's confusing, but I think they're actually correct not to check it. So because it's not, if they did, it would imply they had a license for a sidewalk cafe permit, which, you know, we know most of these places don't have right now because they haven't come to us, so. All right, do we have, Wanda, your hand was up. Do you have, but then it went down, but I want to see if you still have a question, comment. Go ahead, Wanda. You gotta unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm sorry. I just had the same question Judith had, but you pretty much straightened that out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Okay,
I'm the one-
so with that being said, as I said before, you know, the gentleman has said, you know, explain to us the measures they've taken. And if you look at the 311s, it does correlate with what he said. I mean, there was that one in May, but aside from that, there hasn't been, and that could have been from a neighboring business. It could have been a host of things when it's just one. So if there aren't any other questions, comments, concerns from the committee or from the public, do I have a motion?
All right, I'll motion to approve.
Okay, there is a motion to approve by Judith. Is there a second? Wanda, is that a second?
That's a second.
Thank you, Wanda. All right, motion to approve by Judith, seconded by Wanda. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz. Does anybody see Carlos? I can't see Carlos. I'm not sure what he's,
Hold on, because he moved back in my, okay, yeah, he's a yes, thumbs up.
Angela Donadell,
Approved.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Wanda Hopkins,
Approved.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes too.
The motion to approve carries.
Thank you. All right, thank you to the applicant. Next slide,
Thank you.
please. Okay, number 6, Las Panteras Negras, Inc., doing business as the same name, renewal application for a full liquor license for a restaurant located at 2130 Second Avenue, 110th Street. Marlene, do they or do they not have all their documents?
They have everything.
Okay, and they're not here, right?
No.
Okay, whoever's got music, please just mute yourself. If you're not speaking, be on mute. Thank you. All right, so it's a renewal. They have everything. There are no 3-on-1s. Do I have a motion to approve number 6?
it's a change.
What?
It's a class change.
It says renewal on here for 6.
Yeah. It also says class change.
Marlene, is it both or is it just a renewal?
No. This is just a renewal.
Judith, what are you looking at? Because
Las Panteras?
yes, it's I'm looking at it now. They did check class change on their 30-day notice.
Yes.
Okay, I have to stop sharing. Just give me a
It's
second.
fine, no problem. Well, they gotta be here for the
I'm
class.
sorry, Adele.
No, it's fine. If they're not here, they're gonna get denied on the class change and approved on a renewal. I mean, it's very, Very straightforward.
I mean, I'm sorry that I look at every little thing, that's why, and then
Listen,
I,
I'm not, look, you weren't here in the beginning of the meeting. I'm gonna say it again. This is the second meeting this month. It's a lot to ask of the committee. We're all on other committees. That's why I'm really like, if everybody doesn't have everything in tonight, I recommend we deny them. If they want, they can come to full board if they submit everything and maybe the board
Right.
wants to reverse it. Gives them another opportunity, but everybody
Okay.
here is giving their time to come here again for a few hours this month. So it's a lot to ask for that to then to be a third time, or for me to pass this on to another committee the month
I
before.
know,
we
but
do the break.
it's just me,
But don't worry about it. It's
that-
fine.
you-
Let's see what Marlene
I
says.
just,
All right,
I
it's
look at
fine.
every little.
It's
thing.
fine. It doesn't matter. The renewal's fine. We could perhaps
Right,
reach out to them, and they, what I'm gonna do is everyone that's getting denied tonight will get an invite to come, and they can still submit everything before, and maybe full board will look at it differently,
Okay,
It's-
so they wrote class change for premises outside of the city of New York. In the city of New York, it's just a renewal. So here's what you guys can do tonight.
Okay,
Judith, it says it right at the top. On line item number 2 on the 30-day notice for premises outside of the city of New York, they put class change.
yeah, she's
Maybe
right.
that was an error on their part. Sometimes the applicants, they do make that error, and the board of office catches it before it comes to you guys for vetting. So what you all can do is what Adem just said. If they have everything and as a committee, you agree to approve them for the renewal and deny them on the class change, they will just have to come back and re-notify the board for the class change piece. But you guys
Right.
could move forward on the renewal tonight.
And if it's a class change outside of the state of New York, then they're coming to the wrong place.
I know,
think.
but we have to
Yeah,
see
exactly.
if that's what they mean.
Okay, great,
Because it was
Marlene.
probably an error, but you guys could move forward with the renewal tonight because they have satisfied the requirements for that piece.
Okay, so would I be correct then to take 2 separate motions on this? One for the renewal, one for the class change?
Yes.
Okay,
It would be
all right,
fine.
so first up, then, can I get a motion just on the renewal portion of their application in which they've submitted all their documents and have no 311s? Judith, go ahead. Judith,
I'll, on the renewal
Just the
only, I will, make a motion.
to approve? I didn't hear you. You got cut off.
Okay.
Motion
I
to
said
approve?
on the renewal, only, I will make a motion.
Yes, but to approve, you gotta
To
say,
approve,
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry.
okay. Angela, do you second that?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Marlene, if you could take the roll then just on the first renewal part.
Just give me a second. This is.
You know
number-
what, let me save it. No, because it's gonna be confusing. Go ahead, yeah, take the roll when you can.
Just hold on. Just give me a
No
second.
problem.
Adem Briha,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
yeah, he's a yes.
Angela Donato,
approved.
Judith Ferraro,
I,
Wanda Hopkins,
Approved.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Bring that thumb up a little, Eugene. I can't see it. There you go. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, the motion carries.
All right, now to the class change. Do I have a motion to deny their class change?
I deny the class change.
Okay. Angela, do you second that?
I will second that.
Okay, so there is a motion by Judith to deny the class change. It has been seconded by Angela. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Well, no, it's the other way, Carlos. Yeah, he's a deny. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Angela Donato,
Yes,
Judith Ferraro,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a deny. Thank you.
The motion carries to deny.
Thank you, Marlene. Whenever you can, if you could go back to the other screen.
No problem. Just give me a
Thank
second.
you.
please. Are you all ready to move on?
Yes. Okay, all right, so that is the end of our liquor license portion. And we are now going to move to the street activity permits. So number 7 is, and our first street activity permit is Family Fun Day, street event, July 2nd. Setup is 6 a.m., breakdown is 10 p.m. Location is East 120th Street between Madison and Fifth Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, before I give the applicant the floor if they're here, do they have all their documents?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
great. Is the applicant present?
yes.
Okay, the floor is yours. Please just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your street event. You could just keep it to like 20 seconds, just a, brief.
Yep, this is Ruth Ann Winter from Bethel Gospel Assembly. We've been having this event since 2018. The only year we didn't do it was 2020 in the pandemic, and it's open to the community.
Thank you so
Yep.
much. Thank you. All right, do we have any questions, comments, concerns? Public, committee members? Seeing nothing, they have everything. Do we have a motion then? Angela,
A motion to approve the event.
there is a motion by Angela to approve Family Fun Day. Is there a
I'll
second?
second.
That's
I'll
seconded
second.
by Judith. Okay. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
he's a yes.
Angela Donado,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Hold on, because he went out of my screen. Eugene, that's a thumbs up, I guess, right? Let me just see it. So I didn't see it. Eugene? Eugene, you moved out of my screen. Thumbs up? Yep, okay, yes. Thank you, sorry. Just need it all for the record. All right, so Marlene, Eugene's a yes.
Yep, it's a motion to approve carries.
All right, thank you. And to the applicant, good luck and thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Number 8, 111th Street Old Timers Day, Single Block Festival, July 9th. It is set up at 8 a.m., breakdown at 7 p.m. It is on East 111th Street between Madison and Fifth Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have everything?
Yes,
Great,
Yes.
okay. Is the applicant here?
yes.
All right, applicant, I know you've been doing this, well, I believe 111 times. So if you want, just 20 seconds, briefly tell us about your event, introduce yourself, and then we'll see if we have any questions.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. Yes, we've been having this activity on 11th Street Old Timers Day Reunion the last 55 years.
Right, 50.
We actually had the Old Timers Day in the last 53 years. We couldn't do it during COVID. It's an exceptional event every year. A lot of community participation, and we request your approval.
Thank you very much. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns from the committee or the public? I'm just going through. Okay, I don't see anything. They have everything. I was wrong. It's the 111 is the street they're on. This is their 55th time. My fault. That's still a lot.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
We said years.
Motion?
I motioned to
Okay, thank you, Judith.
approve.
Motion to approve by Judith. Do we have a second? Carlos and Eugene, you can also second things with your thumb if you want. I will recognize that. All
Where
right, that's a
is,
second. That's a second by Carlos. All right, there's a motion to approve by Judith. It has been seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
where are they?
Angela Donado,
Approve.
Judith Ferraro,
Approve.
Wanda Hopkins,
Approve.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
That's a yes. Thank you, Eugene.
Motion to approve.
Judith, they're at an event. They can't be heard, so.
Oh,
Yeah, and we need quorum, so I appreciate them being on here, even if it's, in limited capacity for them. Thank you very much, the applicant. good luck. We wish you the best with your event. Thank you for being here. Next slide, please, Marlene.
Thank you and good night.
You too. Thank you. Okay, number 9, SB Day, block party, July 14th, setup 10 a.m., breakdown 7 p.m. So this, Marlene, this happened? No, we're in June. My God, I'm losing my mind. Location, East 112th Street between 3rd and Lexington Avenue. It's a sidewalk and street closure. Marlene, before I go to the applicant, do they have everything?
Yes,
Okay, great. Is the applicant or a representative here?
I believe they are. Let me, nope,
Okay, but they don't have to be. Am I
No.
correct with that? Okay, great. So they have everything. If there aren't any questions, comments, or concerns, we're not gonna be able to see them again. So really, if it's nothing urgent or pressing, do we have a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Yeah, we're limited to who can make motions tonight, Judith. So motion to approve by Judith. Do we have a second? All right, thank you, Carlos. It's been said, so motion to approve SB Day by Judith, seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
he's a yes.
Angela Donato,
Yes.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes.
The motion carries to approve.
Thank you. Good luck to the applicant. Oh, they're not here. Well, thank you anyway. Next slide. Number 10, a Healthy You block party, July 22nd. Setup is 11 p.m. Breakdown is 8 p.m. Location is 123rd Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have everything?
the only thing, I don't see a letter. I don't see a letter of support or anything.
I'm looking myself.
That's the only thing they're missing. They're missing a letter of support.
Are they here?
Yeah. I don't see that.
Are they present?
I haven't.
Madison Avenue, East 106th Street.
Okay, whoever is not speaking, please mute yourself. Marlene, they're not on, correct?
No, I didn't know their appearance in the beginning unless they came after.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna give an opportunity here. If there is a representative here from a Healthy You block party, either unmute yourself and speak or raise your hand. I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds to do this. Yeah, okay, I don't see anybody. All right, so they're missing a letter of support. They're not
Yes.
present tonight. Do I have a motion to deny a Healthy You?
I'll deny.
Okay, there's a motion to deny by Judith. Do we have a second? Wanda? You gotta unmute yourself.
I second.
Okay, okay, second, great, thank you, sorry. All right, so motion to
You're welcome.
approve by Judith, seconded by Wanda. Marlene, I'm sorry, motion to deny by Judith, seconded by Wanda. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes, deny.
Carlos Diaz,
No, yes, he's a deny. Yes, he's a deny. Thank you.
Angela Donato,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Eugene's a deny. No, you were good with the thumbs up. Thank you.
The motion carries to deny.
Thank you, Marlene. Next slide when you have a chance.
You
Okay.
want me to call it? I can call it.
We're on number 11, 12th Annual Welcome Home Barbecue Block Party. It's on July
Right.
29th. Setup's 11 a.m., breakdown 7 p.m. It is located on 119th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene or Judith, can you just confirm, do they or do they not have all their documents?
They don't have all their documents.
They don't. Marlene, is that correct?
Yes, they don't have their documents.
Okay, are they here?
They're here.
Yes, I am. I submitted that document. I emailed it to you, Marlene, on June 6th. You can look back on it. I sent it as a PDF.
You sent it as a PDF. Was it from a different email address besides what is
It was-
listed on the application?
I believe it was under, I sent it under my email, should be under Michelle Medina.
Okay, that's probably what it was. So I will
Yeah.
give you a chance and look at my email now.
Okay,
Because sometimes that is the confusion, because who's sending the documents is not who's listed on the application.
right,
And so when I go back in my emails, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for another
Okay.
email address.
I understand.
And to clarify, I attempted, my name is Richard Medina. I attempted to send it through Exodus various times. I had to rescan it, and it kept giving me a block pop-up notice, so it wouldn't go through. So that's why Michelle Medina had to do it that way.
No
Okay.
problem. I'm going to check right now, okay, just to give you guys a chance. So give me a minute,
Sure.
please.
All right, so in the meantime, while Marlene is looking, to the applicant, do you just want to briefly tell us about your event?
Yeah, sure. We've been having this. This is actually the 12th annual Welcome Home Barbecue. We've had it in 119 as a street closure twice already. We've been doing it for actually 14 years, and the only time we didn't get to do it was during COVID. We've had successful for the whole time we've been doing it. Not one incident during our barbecue events, and we also get political representatives. They stop by as well.
All right, thank you very much. While Marlene is checking to see if they have their documents, do we have any questions, comments, concerns from the committee? Or
I do.
Huh?
I think that had nothing to do with the meeting.
Okay, yep, Michelle sent it from a different email address than what's listed on the application.
All right.
Everything is in.
Okay, so Marlene confirmed they've submitted everything. So then Wanda, is that you? Yes, Wanda, you want to make a motion? Just unmute yourself, Wanda.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay, there's a motion to approve by Wanda. Carlos, that was a second with the thumb, okay? So there's a motion to approve by Wanda. It has been seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
He's a yes.
Angela Donadell, Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins.
Approve.
That was a yes?
Yes, that was a yes.
Thanks. Eugene Rodriguez,
He's a yes.
the motion to approve carries.
All right, good luck to the applicant. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Take care. Marlene, whenever you can, next to the next slide, please.
Okay, just 1 second.
I can read, well, whatever.
It's all right, Judith. All right, we're at number 12, back to school rally, street event. It's on August 12th. Setups 8 a.m., breakdowns 5 p.m. Location is East 124th Street between Park and Madison Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, before I go to the applicant. Yep, thank you, Judith. Do they have all their documents?
No,
No. Okay, are they here?
No, I don't, yeah.
Are they here, Marlene?
they're not here when I did the roll call. But
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure if they joined after, but
I'll do what I did with the other applicant. If there is a representative here from Back to School Rally Street Event, the applicant is Sharon Gonzalez. Is
Yeah.
somebody present? If so, please unmute yourself and speak. I will give you like 15 seconds to do so. If not, we're going to move forward with this meeting.
Come on up.
Okay, it appears that no one is present and they are missing documents. So do I have a motion to deny number 12 Back to School Rally? Judith? Is that a motion? All right, never mind. Angela, we'll get somebody new. Angela, go ahead.
Motion to deny the application.
There's a motion to deny by Angela. Do we have a second? Let me see. Do I have thumbs? All right, Carlos is seconding Angela's motion to deny. So motion to deny by Angela, seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Carlos, thumbs up if you're, yep, okay. Carlos denies.
Angela Donato,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Judith, unmute yourself.
You know, between the dog and me, deny.
Thank you.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Eugene's a deny. Thank you.
The motion to deny carries.
Thank you, Marlene. Next slide. Please. Number 13, Wilson Houses. It's a block party, August 19th. Setup is 7 a.m. Breakdown is 6 p.m. Located on East 105th Street between the FDR Drive and First Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have all their documents?
Yes,
Are they here?
yes.
Okay, to the applicant, if you would like, just please mute yourself if you're not recognized. To the applicant, just if you want to introduce yourself and give us a little summary, 20 seconds, the floor is yours.
Hello, my name is Joyce Akins. I'm the TA president for Wilson Houses. This is our annual event we do most every year except the 2 years for COVID. I would like to have the street closure because of the fact that, unfortunately, I'm having the same event as East River, and it's right across the street. The development is right across the street. So I want the street closed for the safety of the kids, so they won't get caught up in get hit by a car running back and forth to the event.
So, thank you for that. Thank you. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns for Ms. Major? If not, do we have a motion? Carlos, is that thumbs up a motion to approve? All right, so there's a motion to approve by Carlos. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Judith. All right, motion to approve Wilson Houses block party by Carlos, seconded by Judith. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Madame Brija,
Yes. Please mute yourselves again if you're not being recognized. It's hard to hear.
It
It wasn't you this time, Judith, but thank you.
I know it's not me.
All right,
Carlos Diaz,
Carlos, let me go. He made the motion. Carlos, thumbs up. Yep, Carlos approves.
Angela Donato,
Approve.
Judith Ferraro,
Approve.
Wanda Hopkins,
Approve.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes.
The motion to approve carries.
All right, thank you. Good luck to the applicant. Thank you for being here. All right, we're on number 14, outreach block party, street event, August 19th, setup's 11 a.m., breakdown is 6 p.m. Location is East 100th Street between 3rd and Lexington Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, did they submit all their documents?
Ms. Wheeler submitted everything like she does every year. But this year, for some reason, she forgot the safety map. I contacted her about the map. But you all can proceed as you would like to proceed, but she usually has everything every year. I'm not sure why she got the map this year.
Is she here? Is she
not
on?
on.
She's not
No.
on.
She,
Okay.
I know that she does this every year, but you're right, she doesn't have the map this year.
I mean, and it's in the same location as every year?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's, what do we want to do? Someone's free to make a motion.
It's Minnie Wheeler.
I'm not going to get into who it is and who it isn't. You're free to make a motion, but I don't want to get into that discussion about who's doing it or who's not doing it. We have procedures,
but you're right. It's protocol. So
I'm not telling you what motion to make or not make. I'm just saying to say, you could be doing something 1,000 times and it is a safety plan. I don't want to be a stickler, but that is what it is. So it's up to you.
You're right. So I'm going to make a motion to deny it because of the safety plan.
And what I will say before we go any further, that motion is on the floor. We will, and I hate to give Marlene more work, but We will reach out to these applicants who did get denied tonight, whether it is a liquor license or street activity permit. And we'll also make Xavier aware of our position on each of these because it's like a unique month. And they can be told they can come to full board. And if they present the stuff, like something like this would be very easy, right? If Ms. Wheeler comes to full board or submits a map before then, I would gladly go against this motion and approve it, right? So this isn't the last recourse, but I just don't want to give this committee more work, and I don't want to be sending things to other committees. It's becoming too much of a thing. It defeats the purpose of this committee if we're always kicking things over to other committees, but that's just me, all right? And I'm sorry I'm being long-winded, but I just wanted to emphasize that. With that being said, then Judith, there's a motion to deny by Judith. Wanda? Gotta unmute yourself.
I'll second it.
All right, so there's a motion to deny by Judith. It is seconded by Wanda. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Dem Briha,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz,
He's a deny. Oh, no, your thumbs down. If you're for it, it's a thumbs up. Are you against the denial? You're against the denial. Okay, he's against, so he's a no.
okay.
I'm sorry, I got kicked out. What was the motion?
There was a motion to deny because she is missing the safety plan map and she is not on tonight. So there's no way to,
So I need to vote?
yes.
Deny.
Okay, thank you.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's abstaining. So Carlos was against the motion and Eugene's abstaining from the motion, just so we're clear for the count.
Okay, the motion to deny carries because there are 1, 2, 3, right? So
Yeah.
you said yes to the denial of them, right?
There were actually 4. Yeah, I believe
There
I
are
was.
4,
yeah.
yes, there are 4 in favor for the denial, only 1 no and 1 abstention.
That
Okay,
is correct.
so it goes forward as a denial.
Okay, thank you, Marlene.
Thank you.
Next slide. All right, great. Community Love Day, number 15, street event, August 26th, setups 10 a.m., breakdown is 5 p.m. Location is East 124th Street between Park and Madison Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have all their documents?
Community Love Day, no,
No, are they here?
not when I did the roll call. I'm not sure if they joined after that.
And I will do what I've been doing, and I will say to the applicant's name is Joyce Almeida. Is anybody here? I'll give you 10 seconds. Yeah, all right. Nope. Okay, so they're missing their documents. They're not here. Do I have a motion to deny Community Love Day? Carlos, you had a thumbs down, right? You're motioning to deny? Your motion to deny, okay. All right, Carlos is motioning to deny. You are, right? You guys are making a lot of head movements. Okay, thank you. All right, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All right, motion to deny by Carlos, seconded by Judith. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Let me confirm, but he made the motion. Carlos, is that a, yep, he's a yes, deny.
Angela Donadell,
Deny.
Judith Ferraro,
Deny.
Wanda Hopkins,
Deny.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
If you're denying Eugene, it's a thumbs up. That's a deny. Okay, thank you.
The motion to deny carries.
All right, thank you. Next slide, please. Number 16, Carver Houses Family Day Block Party. It is on August 26th. Setups 9 a.m., breakdown 6 p.m. Location is East 104th Street between Park and Madison Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have all their documents?
Yes,
No.
they have it in. Judith, you don't have it because they gave it in after I printed the documents for you, but they have it.
Oh, they have it because I don't have.
Yeah,
a plan.
we gave everybody a deadline of like noon today to submit things. So if things came in, I'm assuming you didn't get your documents today. that would be why some things are missing.
I did.
Okay. Well, then
No,
maybe,
Judith, I printed those documents for you yesterday. Yeah, yesterday,
Right,
right. So they met the deadline for 12 noon today.
great. Okay, and are they, is anyone here, Marlene?
Yes.
Okay, to the applicant, you have all your documents, but since you're here, if you'd like to just introduce yourself and give us like a 20-second summary about your block party. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Nina Saxon, president of Carver Houses Resident Association. We do this event every year. We have it in the same space. We bring community. We have a children's village. We bring resources from all over the community to table, and we give fruits and vegetables. This year is special because we're also going to be giving out clothes to asylum.
All right, Nina, you got cut off. Are you still there?
That cover.
You're
Yeah, I'm
coming
still
in-
there.
Okay, yeah, you were coming in choppy.
Oh, sorry.
No, we
really
heard, we heard
quickly-
it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is just an amazing time for us to give back to the community and share with the elected officials. Of course, Community Board 11 is always welcome to have a table. It doesn't matter. But this is just a day that Carver residents come out, do amazing stuff, and they give back to the community. That's it.
Thank you, Nina. Do we have any
You're
questions,
welcome.
comments? Wanda, your hand's up. Is that a question or are you looking to make a motion?
I'm making a motion to.
Okay, let me just make sure. I don't think there will be. Are there any questions, comments, concerns for Nina? I don't see any hands. So Wanda, make a motion, please.
Making a motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Wanda. Do we have a second?
We have a thumb.
All right, that's a thumb. I always have to scroll right to see Carlos. So Carlos is seconding that. Motion to approve by Wanda. It has been seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Sorry, I was on mute. Adem Briham,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
he's a yes.
Angela Donadell,
Approve.
Judith Fabraro,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes. Thank you.
The motion to approve carries.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Nina. Good luck.
Before we go to the next one, how do we know whose thumb it is?
I'm doing my best. I should get multitasking committee chair of the year for tonight. I will say that. Number 17,
I
104th.
see you both now.
All right, thank you. Number 17, 104th Block Party, September 2nd. It's 11 a.m. is set up, breakdown to 6 p.m. It's located on 104th Street between Madison and Fifth Avenue. It is a full street closure. Marlene, do they have all their documents?
They don't,
No.
unless they sent it from a different email address like the other ones.
Are they here?
They
I
are
am
here. Yes.
Okay, so did you submit your documents, but under a different email address than is on the application?
Honestly, I did not, because this is my first time and I was totally confused on the process. And now that I see Nina here, maybe she could help me out. I don't know. This is my first time, so I could send everything in. And my name is Doris Myers. I just wanted to bring back my childhood experience when we used to close down. My parents and everybody else used to close down 104th Street, and so I just wanted to bring the community back and to give, all the youth back. I taught for 25 years in the community, and I just wanted to close down the day to give back a great event to the community. But like I
Okay.
said, I did not send out the information, so I don't know the process, but I'm willing to learn, and I can't wait to send you all the information that you need.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not the one that's gonna make a motion. What could happen right now is you could get denied because you don't have anything. What you could do is you could submit everything. You need, I believe, a letter of support, a safety, like a safety map that shows the layout of your application, your thing. What else am I missing, Marlene and Judith, that she would need?
That's all she needs. She's not a nonprofit. She doesn't have.
Okay,
to
so
do- yeah.
so you basically need two things. You need one letter of support from like a business or an organization or like a tenant association that's on the block. So you're on 104th between 5th and Madison. It needs to be where the event is happening. And then you need a safety map. It's like on an 8x11 sheet of paper. You can do it on your computer, or you could draw it by hand. It's just to show us like where there can be an emergency lane for like a fire vehicle, police vehicles, etc. This is, you could really, I mean, the letter of support, you're gonna have to figure out how you could get it, but theoretically, you could probably get this in a day, which is where I'll say, if you do get denied tonight, but you do get these things, you can reach out to the board, submit them, and then if you want to come to full board, which I think I said is on the 27th of this month, the board, if you then have submitted everything, it is possible they will vote then our denial down and make a new motion to approve you. There's also the possibility that the executive committee meets in July, and you could be, because your event's not till September. So
Right.
even if they met in July, an executive committee meeting, that would be well within time for you to get this. But, without you having any documents tonight, there's really, I don't see any other thing. But if you do what I'm saying, and if you have any questions, you can email the board and re-ask them. They'll be happy to answer them. My suggestion to you is get that letter of support, get that street diagram sooner rather than later, submit them to the board, and then put a request in if you could be given an opportunity to present at the full board meeting or at the executive meeting next month. And then, if we do vote to deny this tonight, that then would most likely be overturned, and you would then be able to have the event. Was that clear?
That's totally clear. And now that I am clear about the information, I could send the information in within 48 hours. That's not a problem.
Okay, great. And then, like I said, what Marlene will do as the liaison for this committee is she can relay that to the chair of CB11, who is Xavier Santiago, and then he can decide if he wants to give you that time to speak at a full board, or if he's going to decide to have an executive committee meeting in July. That's going to be his call to make, but that's my recommendation. With that being said, then, is there a motion for tonight? All right, Carlos, is it a motion to deny? If it's to deny, give me a thumbs up.
He's saying yes.
Okay, it's a motion to deny by Carlos. Is there a second?
Here I go again. Me. I'll second.
You don't want to, Angela put her hand up. You want to let Angela make it?
I yield to you.
Okay, because you sound overwhelmed by all the
Motion
motions
to
you're making.
deny.
All right, so there's no, it's a second, Angela. Carlos.
Oh,
made the-
second,
All right.
the motion to deny.
Motion to deny by Carlos. It has been seconded by Angela. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Not overwhelmed.
Adem Briha,
Yes,
Carlos Diaz,
I am.
I know.
Carlos. Thanks. Angela Donadell,
Hey, yes,
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
Thumbs up if you're denying. Okay, he's a deny.
The motion to deny carries.
All right, and to the applicant, good luck. Do what I suggested, and I think it'll work out for you. That's my feeling.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we are on number 18, Mexico Vive Block Festival. It's on September 10th. Setup's 11 a.m., breakdown 6 p.m. Location is East 116th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Marlene, do they have all their documents?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Is the applicant present?
I don't think Alex is on unless he joined after I did the roll call, but I don't think he's on.
All right, but he doesn't need to be, and they have everything. So do we have a motion?
I'll motion
All
to
right,
approve.
motion to approve by Judith. Is there a second, Wanda? You got to unmute yourself.
I'll approve it.
Who,
I mean,
who's,
I'll second it.
all right, that's Angela?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right, so motion to approve by Judith, seconded by Angela. Marlene, take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz. Thanks. Angela Donadell,
yes,
Judith Ferraro,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
And Eugene Rodriguez.
Eugene, he's a yes.
The motion to approve carries.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna be on number 19.
May I ask
Hispanic,
a- may-
What?
may
Yeah,
I
go-
ask a question?
yes.
Okay, the one that we just approved by Alex Garcia, it seems the next one is Alex Garcia also. Can we bundle those two?
We already voted on that one, so we gotta vote again.
No, no, we voted on the Hispanic Heritage?
No, we voted on Vive. That was him.
Yeah,
You can't bundle it now. We already voted.
okay.
Yeah, I know what
Alright.
you mean. I know what you mean. Hispanic Heritage Fest, September 17th, 6 a.m. setup, breakdown 6 p.m. Location, 2nd and 3rd Avenue, 116th Street. Marlene, they have everything?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so Judith, do you want to make a motion to approve?
Yes, I'm making a motion to approve.
All right, is a motion to approve by Judith. Is there a second? Wanda, is that a second?
Yes.
Okay, so motion to approve by
Second.
Judith, seconded by Wanda. Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz.
I don't know. Is he on the screen anymore? Yeah, no, he's not there. We have quorum without him,
You
right?
have quorum without
All
him.
right, let's move on then.
Yes, I approve.
Angela you gotta let me call your name. Angela
I'm
Donovan.
sorry.
It's okay.
Approve.
Thank you. Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Wanda Hopkins,
I approve.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
All right, he's a yes.
The motion carries to approve.
And Carlos was a yes too. now,
Yes.
For the record.
Mhm.
All right, thank you. All right, number 20, La Gran Cruzada Mundial de Majesty Stadium Street Event, November
Before you
11th.
guys go into discussion about this, just, they don't
Wait.
have documents.
Okay,
how
But
come
there
I
is-
don't have that one?
because they don't have documents. She just said it.
They
Oh,
don't have documents and they are in November. So if you all choose to table this to your September meeting, you can do so, but it's just, I'm just trying to help you out as a, so you guys could go into discussion as a committee. It's up to you.
Will we have to motion to table it or can we just table it?
Motion to table it.
Okay, and they're not, okay, so
It's up
do
to
I have a
you.
do I have a motion to table this so we save us some time?
I was gonna ask, when is their event?
It's in November. We'll motion to table it to September.
Yeah, that's what we should
So do you make that motion?
I'll make the motion to
So
table it.
Judith, motion to table this to September meeting,
Right.
okay. Is there a second? Seconded by Carlos. Marlene, if you could take the roll, please.
Adem Briha,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz, Angela Donato,
Yes, to table.
Judith Ferraro,
Yes,
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
and Eugene Rodriguez.
He's a yes.
The motion to table carries.
Thank you.
all right. I have one question since I came on a little late. Did we discuss that La Costanita?
They got denied. They were denied because they had a representative here, but they could not answer anything about the 311 calls. They weren't really aware of the situation.
And
And
that
then-
was one that we tabled from last,
Right, and so as I've said like 100 times tonight, everyone who came tonight who got denied can try to come to full board if they get their stuff in and the full board's willing to recognize them. Or if the chair of the board is gonna have an executive meeting in July, they can try to come there. But you know, this was the second meeting this committee had this month. Everybody had an extra 21 days or roughly that to submit their documents. We're not asking for signatures of 25 people, whatever. As you can see, with a lot of street events, you literally have to have a letter of support
right?
and a street map. And
Right.
there just comes a point where I would love for us to be able to approve everything. But if we're going to consistently kick things over and this and that, it's undermining the work of this committee, right? You're all entitled to your opinion, but I am the chair of the committee, and that is my feeling, So with that being said, Judith, that they got denied, they couldn't. And then by the time they were
Okay,
going to
no,
get.
I was just curious.
No,
that's
no,
all.
and by the time they were gonna get somebody on to answer the questions, we were already denying it, so, but I told them they could try to come to full board. So
Okay.
old business, I don't have any old business, does anyone have any old business?
No,
No, great, next slide, please.
we're two comedians.
New business, do we have any new business? No, great, next slide, please. All right, just, yep, so I'll see everybody, I'll see you before them, but our next meeting won't be till September, God willing, you never
No,
know.
don't we have a full board?
Our next,
Oh,
yes, you all have other committees, I don't know what committees you're on, all right.
you
Roll call,
know,
please.
if we're lucky,
Yeah, well, who knows, Marlene, if you could take the roll.
Let me see if I'm looking mute. Adem Briha,
Present,
Carlos Diaz.
he's here, I see him.
Congress's authority to pass the Indian
Rosa
Child Welfare
Diaz
Act in the
is
first instance,
excused.
and they too were subject to the process.
Angela Donatel,
The consideration of Native American.
Judith Ferraro,
I'm here.
Wanda Hopkins,
Here.
Eugene Rodriguez,
He's here.
and Jordan White.
And I saw you, Adam.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. I'll see you before then, but our next meeting is in September. Have a great summer. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Have a great
Good
summer.
night. Hi, Tamik.